Hello, everybody. This is Curious Corduroy. This is Curious Corduroy.
Impulse Paradox here.
And you are seeing some more Gears of War 3 footage. It's from the beta. It's on checkout.
The Walmart map.
Yeah, it's footage from my perspective, but both me and Impulse were playing on this map. It's not really pertaining to the commentary because what we're actually going to talk about is PSN, which we're pretty sure, as you guys know, the PlayStation Network has been down for what?
Well, Tuesday. It officially been 2 weeks. A whole 2 weeks it's actually been down.
And at first, it was down just for maintenance. That's all Sony was saying. Nobody really knew why it was down. But then it kind of got to the point where it was down for a couple of days, right?
They were real shady when they wouldn't give people information as to what was going on. It literally took them more than a week to actually tell people what was going on and how serious the situation was.
I kind of see why they did that, because they didn't want to freak people out without knowing the full situation. But at the same time,
if you're spending money on them, the least they can do is tell you exactly what's going on.
And nobody really knew that it was hacked until maybe a week into it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Actually, I know Sony knew beforehand. It was just that's when they actually came out and told everybody what was going on.
And in terms of the hacking, we still don't know really what group is responsible. Rumors are flying around that it's the group Anonymous.
And they said that they didn't do it, and I totally believe them 100%.
I honestly do not know who hacked it. All that I do know is that, the two of us...
What's so funny?
I don't know, but it's just like the two of us, we don't get on PlayStation a lot. We don't play PSN a lot to really,
notice that it's down.
Not really notice that it's down, but complain that it's down. I think the biggest thing is the fact that information could have been compromised.
Yeah, which is going to make a lot of people go to Xbox, because I'm pretty sure you can just go on YouTube and type in
Look at
PSN
that auto aim
down
right there.
Computer, and then you'll see it. Just go on YouTube and type in PSN down. Not only will you get like info videos, you just get people smashing their PlayStation for no reason.
Like that one that you showed me earlier. Did you take the game out?
He takes the game out, and Gran Turismo 5 is just destroyed.
But there's going to be definitely a small minority of people who go to the extreme to actually switch to the Xbox, or I don't think people are going to switch to Nintendo.
Can you blame them?
No.
If this happens one time,
especially
what's stopping them from happening again?
Trying
to say, yeah, it's going to happen again if they can do it this time. If they can do it this bad, and a company like Sony is taking such a big hit from it, and they can't recover from it, and they can't tell us when it's going to come back, then you know it's bad.
Sony's losing a lot of money on this already. I mean, the fact that people are going to be switching and dropping, who knows, Sony forever. I don't know, maybe that's a bit extreme. And a lot of people are saying that this could possibly happen to Microsoft, but I think...
I don't see it happening to Microsoft.
If it ever did happen to Microsoft, they would be better equipped to handle this kind of stuff, because that's their forte, firewalls, internet security. And Sony claimed that their credit card encryption section of their security was not tampered with and no personal information was stolen, yet there seems to be a rogue hacker out there who... This is ridiculous. I missed it. What happened?
You shot him and he shot you, and you both just flew back at the same exact
explosion.
time.
Well, anyway, there's a rogue hacker. I use air quotes because I don't know if I'm calling bullshit on this story. He claims to have the CVC numbers of 2.2 million credit cards,
and he's trying to sell them. And
the CVC numbers are, if you turn a credit card over, it's the 3 digits normally that you'd put into
Is it that like the PIN number?
Yeah, I guess you could just call it the PIN number. Mm-hmm. But he's claiming to have 2.2 million credit card information numbers, and he's going to sell them to the highest bidder, and that is pretty redonkulous. And now the FBI is involved.
I like how nobody's going to buy it, because then they're going to be a...
yeah.
What is it called? When you help out a criminal or something? Accomplice?
I think accomplice is the right word. I was thinking of something else. But... what do you think about the whole credit card thing? I think Sony claims they haven't had anything tampered with.
If you go on the forums on GameFAQs or the PlayStation blog, people on there will say that they checked their credit card only to find that unusual purchases were made. Now, when you go on the forum and people make claims like that, there's like...
That's a bold claim.
Yeah, it's like a 95% chance that it's just somebody from the Xbox forum just going on there and trolling hardcore. But then there is the slight possibility that they're telling the truth. There's really no way to know, but if one person has had their information stolen and people have made purchases on their credit card, then there's been other people. But I mean, everybody who has credit cards on their PlayStation doesn't mean they go on GameFAQs, so I'm sure people have been taken advantage of.
And there have been reports of people who have honestly been affected by this and have had, mysterious charges on their account pop up, and that's a small minority of people who are actually claiming that.
I actually kind of think it's stupid to put your credit card on something like that anyway.
Yeah,
especially Xbox Live.
And the thing I like about PlayStation though in general is if you do have your credit card on there, it's very simple to go in and remove it. But
you can't do that with Microsoft.
Yeah, Microsoft, you have to call their hotline or whatever it is, and
if you have like an active subscription, you actually can't take the credit card off.
Yep.
Even if it's expired, they will actually, if you don't turn off automatic renewal and you have a credit card on there, they will actually
renew.
They will renew on an expired credit card. That is what happened to me last year, last summer. That's exactly what happened, and they don't, and you have to put on a new credit card as soon as the subscription is over, just so they can charge you the $60 that they put on there.
And now that PSN's been down for like 2 weeks, people are pretty much talking about compensation. What are free members going to get if they should get anything, and what are PlayStation Plus people going to get? I'm seeing both sides of the argument here. I was saying this to you earlier. I do think that free members should get some kind of small compensation because most of us have, plopped down $600, possibly $400 to play a console online, download stuff, and we're not being able to do that. We're both free members.
It would be a very small gift for the people who don't pay for it. But the people who do pay for it, they definitely should deserve something
bigger.
Yeah.
I think the free people you were saying should probably get maybe a free download?
Something like that, of your choice. They'll probably do something stupid like give you a free download for Men in Black. That's what they did last time I think it was down for the weekend, and when it came back, I think it was Men in Black or Daredevil, a standard def download for free.
Nobody wants that.
Nobody wants it. Not even Men in Black. I mean, it's an okay movie, but that's not the point.
And at this point, I've never had a credit card stored on PlayStation. I've just used it for one purchase, I told you earlier, where you buy something and it asks for the information then and there.
You remember when my gamer tag got stolen on?
Yeah, you should tell people about that, actually.
That was a
couple of years ago, right?
2 or 3 years ago. I got on Xbox just to see my avatar was just completely different, and I don't think it was my avatar. It was my gamer picture was different, and my gamer score was a little higher, and I didn't know what was going on.
I think they even went as far as to delete your friends, right?
Yeah.
I don't remember if I was even on your friends list because of that.
They deleted all of my friends, and this was back when I was kind of new to Xbox Live, but not really. I had a credit card on there for my Xbox Live subscription, so they added. How much did they add? They
racked up hundreds of dollars, right?
Yeah, it was enough to buy San Andreas, Penny Arcade Episode 1 and 2, and Portal. And those are the games they bought when they stole my gamer tag. But Microsoft, they were kind of cool with it. They gave me 1,600 points after I got it, everything figured out. And my dad actually hasn't had a credit card ever since. That's why I can't order anything online.
Check out this BS right here. I was right on him with the sawed off, and then nothing, and then I get meleeed in the back of the head.
Yeah, he shoots you with the automatic sniper rifle because he shot you like 5 times.
I know. So, is there anything else really more to talk about in terms of PSN?
They need more games on there. They don't have anything. They have like Flower and Super Stardust, but that's about it.
When I go on and use PSN, it's either to play Uncharted 2, which is rare, or just to browse through the movies and TV shows and watch samples. Am I the only person that does it?
I've done it a few times. It's not my main focus. I play Uncharted 2. That's really all I do.
That, and I'll occasionally buy PlayStation 1 Classics. But if I do buy those, I just go and get the point card. Well, the actual money card. And
don't store your credit card information on there. It's much easier to go to the store just to get a prepaid card and put it in your wallet, and you're good to go.
And another reason I call BS on the CVC numbers is because Sony doesn't ask for those numbers when you input your credit card information. It just asks for the actual credit card number and your name. It doesn't ask for the CVC
I didn't know that.
codes.
It's interesting.
But I think Sony's definitely the victim, but they're also to blame for not notifying their customers right away. Whoever did this, it's like, why? Why be a douchebag? Are they just trying to stick it to a big company corporation and be like,
Why
hey, Sony?
What have they done wrong?
I know, why, of all people, why Sony? And like,
can you honestly tell me anything they've done wrong?
Sony hasn't done anything to anybody that I can personally think of. I've never had any problems with Sony. I mean, you had kind of a little complex where you hated them for a little while, the PlayStation 3.
They didn't have any games. I mean, it does now.
You made fun of me for owning a PlayStation 3.
There was no reason to own it then.
I wasn't complaining. I was fine with it. I was playing old PlayStation 2 games, PlayStation 1. My first game was Resistance. I had fun with that.
The amount of exclusives on PlayStation are just about equivalent to the exclusives on Xbox in terms of quality and quantity.
Right now, yeah. But in terms of, definitely the gamers are the ones who are suffering. I mean, maybe the hackers knew beforehand that this was going to be a side effect. Maybe they didn't know, but either way, it's still a douche move to attack a corporation in the whole end game. The gamers are the ones who are paying, the price for everything. And, Sony messed up, like I said, without notifying people right away. But they're trying. They're rebuilding their entire security system physically.
That sounds like a very lengthy process.
They're physically rebuilding it, not security-wise, not software-wise. They are physically remodeling
That's
their system.
another reason why I say that I think they're going to charge people when it actually comes back. Maybe it won't start this year, but next year I can completely see them charging for PlayStation as a whole.
Because they have to make up. Game sales and hardware sales alone aren't going to help on the money that they're probably going to be losing now. Because like we stated before, they're going to lose money from people who are hardcore switching to get their Call of Duty fix and to play online.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to lose money from, the people who are actually done with Sony. And of course, the business they're losing now. It's really just messed up, I guess the best way to put it. It's just
annoying.
It's annoying. We don't use PlayStation Network that much, but when we do actually want to play it, it's down. So I guess the main thing is hackers suck. Not all hackers suck. I mean,
if it wasn't for George Hotz, my PlayStation would be jailbroken right now. So I'm kind of a fan of the guy.
Well, that guy, he didn't attack Sony outright and invade their system and cause PSN to go down. Hackers like that.
Why do people hate on him?
I don't know. I don't have anything against the guy. He does look weird though. I want to hit him in the face. Because he has a weird looking face. I just want to punch him. Something about his face I don't like. But the hackers that cause big problems like these, I honestly don't like. It's like, you have such an amazing gift to do this kind of stuff. Why do it for evil, for bad deeds? Why hurt people with it, So
I understand.
You have anything to add to the spiel? Or is that good? You good?
I'm good.
So I am curious, Corduroy.
The Infamous 3 beta. I like how I say Infamous 3, not Infamous 2. Is it
sorry.
Infamous 2? Yeah, the Uncharted 3 beta comes with Infamous 2
2
on June or July.
I think it's... Oh, and that's another thing. People are saying that they should offer the beta for Uncharted 3 for free for everybody.
And they actually extended it for, I think, 2 weeks after the normal expiration date. So it's going to stick around for 2 weeks longer.
That's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much the video. If you have PSN and you have anything to share, leave a comment. What are your thoughts, point of views?
And if you have an Xbox, find me online because you can actually get online.
Pretty much.
You should know my gamer tag.
So we'll talk to you guys later.
See ya.